to see if you qualify right here. Once you click, it'll give you a prompt to be able to check your eligibility. So you put your information here, and then it'll allow you to select your different health plan depending on what you have. Once they confirm eligibility, per their website, the food will get delivered to your doorstep within 48 hours. And as a reminder, if you were laid off recently, like within this month, some employers will extend your insurance through the end of the month, so you could still apply for this today if you qualify and have a fresh box for November. And even if your insurance does not qualify, sometimes your doctor or primary healthcare provider can refer you directly to them. So contact your doctor to see if they will give you a direct referral or if they're in partnership with Project Food Box. A lot of folks don't know that insurance can cover food, or that even if you've been laid off within the month, your employer will often extend your insurance coverage through the end of the month. And this isn't just in California anymore, it's expanded to multiple states. So especially if you have health conditions, this program treats food as medicine because that's what it is. Hopefully this resource can be a benefit to you and get you access to the nutrition you need. We're in a crazy time and all we got is each other. So more resources are coming, and let me know if this one's helpful to you. If you are somebody who has recently been laid off, or you've been unemployed and have struggled to get callbacks for interviews or have faced rejections, here is one resource that you may not realize exists that can give you a professional diagnostic on the things you need to do to actually get a job in this hiring market. Hi, my name is Beverly. I'm a Chief Operating Officer, author of Create the Door, and your Chief Empowerment Officer. I'm now offering consultations for 30 minutes and consultations for 60 minutes for a career diagnostic to help you create your own doors. And here's what's included. In our diagnostic session, I will assess what current struggles you are having as it relates to the hiring market. I'll review your resume, your LinkedIn, and overarchingly assess what you feel you're experiencing in the market right now. After that assessment, you will receive a follow-up with recommendations for a personalized program tailored to you and your unique issues in the hiring market right now. Opportunities that you may not realize exist, all within a budget that makes sense for you. My team and I have been working over the past several weeks in light of everything that has been going on in the country right now to make personalized career support as accessible as possible. To my link in bio, where you can click on the button that says you are looking for a role, scroll to the bottom, and then you will see a link where you can book with me. It's that simple. Because my recommendations for you are customized based off of what your unique needs are, you'll be able to make shifts a lot more efficiently and a lot more in tune with what actually needs to be adjusted, because most of you are doing things 90% right. The hundreds of people in my community who have gotten jobs within the last 4 months utilizing my tips and resources have only had to make slight adjustments. So I'm waiting for you. Comment below if this resource is helpful for you, and share with those in your community who are unemployed or recently been laid off. Let's keep getting to work for more resources. If you or somebody you love is going to be impacted by the SNAP benefit cuts happening in 3 days, and you don't have reliable transportation to get to food banks or assistance programs, here is one way that you can get free transportation that maybe you don't even realize exists. Hi, my name is Beverly, and I am your Chief Empowerment Officer. And this resource is called Ride United. This is a partnership between United Way and Lyft. Provides free ride credits for essential trips to medical appointments, food banks, job interviews, and here's how it works. Call 211 and ask about Ride United transportation assistance. If it's available in your area, they'll give you Lyft ride credits, typically $50 to $200 worth, that you can use for essential trips. Medical appointments, dental visits, job interviews, grocery stores, food pantries, pharmacy runs. There's typically no income verification that's required. You just need to live within a service area and have a smartphone so that the credits can go to your Lyft app. This program covers the full cost of your rides. And while this program operates in multiple states, it's run by local United Way chapters. And when you call 211, don't just ask about rides. Be specific about Ride United. If you qualify, they will help you set up your Lyft account on your phone if you don't already have it set up. They'll help you load your ride credits. And while the Lyft app may ask you to put payment information on file, you can just put any card down. The credits will completely take care of the rides. So if you or somebody you love needs transportation assistance, because maybe they have a food bank near them, or maybe they have a job interview to get to, or maybe they have somewhere that they are going to go to get assistance, but they just don't have the transportation access to get it. During this crisis, this can be the tool that helps them get the resources they need. And if it's available in your area and you go through your credits, you can call 211 again to see if they have additional options for you for transportation support. Hopefully this can be a benefit to you or somebody you care about as you are navigating the craziness that we're in right now. Comment below if this resource was helpful for you, and please share it because this can remove yet another barrier to help people in need right now. And let's keep getting to work. There's one thing that continues to happen in this hiring market that is disturbing, and it cannot happen to you. And here's why. Hi, my name is Beverly. I am a Chief Operating Officer and your Chief Empowerment Officer. And it's called nihilistic absolutism. And absolutism in this context is because something did not work for you, it does not work for anyone else. I am a creator who is qualified by many degrees to educate on the subject of career empowerment and actual tactics that are helping people get jobs every day. However, what I've noticed in my comment section, and I'm seeing other creators have this issue as well, is so many people who are like, this didn't work for me, so it's not going to work. Nothing's going to work. I've tried everything. Yep, I've even tried this. This is so dangerous. And it is something that I am seeing happen more and more in my comments. The first reason why it's dangerous is because just because something did not work for you does not mean that it won't work for someone else. So when you come into a comment section where folks are uplifting each other, they're celebrating each other, and they're looking for hope, and you comment something that is your unique experience, but framed in a way that is absolute, people who are already feeling on the edge of hope and despair are going to lean towards something that validates that versus on the air of hope. The second reason why this is dangerous is because it's often incorrect. There have been so many times where I've gone into the comments with these folks and I have asked them, have you done this video in its context exactly as I have shared it, with exactly the tools, the systems, even the templates with which I'm communicating? And almost every single time it's no, or they get very defensive. And they'll say, here comes the nihilism, well, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter if I do everything to the T, nothing's going to work for me and nothing actually matters. Like none of this has purpose because we're not going to get hired. It's dangerous. The reason why the media is pushing the narrative that the hiring market is so tanked right now, and rarely pushing all of the hundreds of people, if not thousands of people who are still getting jobs, especially in my community right now and other creators communities as well, is because it feeds a narrative that you deserve less. It perpetuates this belief that, well, if I'm not going to get opportunities, I'll just take what I can get, which only benefits them. It doesn't benefit you. And then if you go into a comment section and see that somebody else is validating your nihilistic absolutism, you are not going to believe that there's hope. You are going to struggle to move forward. Instead of believing all the other comments that say, wait, this really worked for me. This was helpful. Thank you so much. That concerns me in a timeline when people are benefiting from you having that belief. Quick example of this is I had a video where I talked about how you can get back at your bullies by documenting and then going to the EEOC and winning money. And I cannot tell you how many times people said, well, this didn't work for me, and so don't follow this advice. And then directly underneath their comments, hundreds of people who are like, hey, I did this exact thing and made undisclosed amounts of money. Do not let this happen to you. It's not about invalidating experience. It's about validating that hope is real, it's alive, and it's happening in real time, whether you believe it is or not. And you deserve hope. You deserve to win the day. You deserve positivity because people deserve hope, and so do you.